categorically, no, I don't want to teach in a Hebrew school program. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I have a master's degree in elementary education with a focus on early childhood. Seemed like something I would love, but the Hebrew school model just wasn't for me. When Jacob made it really clear how different this was going to be from a traditional model, I got really excited about it. Another thing that's been exciting, I'm the Gone Olive teacher, so kindergarten and first grade. From the beginning of the year until now, my class has doubled in size. People are hearing about what we're doing, and they're coming to find out about it, and that's really exciting.
So our biggest class is now our
kindergarten class, our babies. I mean, and what's been really both a thrill and a challenge for me is the wide range of abilities within my class. So I have kids who have never celebrated any Jewish holiday. They didn't really know until their parents started bringing them to our class that they were Jewish. And then I have kids who are coming every weekend with their parents who are in the synagogue every weekend, and they know a tremendous amount, and in some cases speak Hebrew. So my challenge has really been to differentiate for these kids the level of instruction, and I just want to share with you just one very quick example of how I've been able to do that. So the kids were really excited about the 10 plagues. So we made these plague cards, and we played this game where I would hold up the card, and they would first we did just like the visual, they would say what they would act out the plague. So they would hop around the room and do those kinds of things. So they're the boils, they would act as if they had boils, and their animal disease, they would all make dead animal positions. And then on the back I have the name, so I would then call out just in English the name of the plague without showing the visual, and they would act it out. And then we have it in Hebrew, so we would call out in Hebrew the name of the plague, so that I'm sort of engaging at all these various levels kids where they are. And then we would have kids come out, and kids who could read the Hebrew would call it out in Hebrew, and then they would have a translator who would call it out in English. Or kids who couldn't read the English or the Hebrew, because I've got some kids, 5-year-olds in there who they're not reading either, they could just use the pictures and do it that way. So
great.
There I am.
In the other spectrum, there's 7th grade.
Yeah.
So if you could scoot over there for me for a second. Great. Hi. So I work with the 7th grade. We are currently, our whole year is modeled around a curriculum called the Jewish Lens curriculum. How many people have heard of Jewish Lens? Anyone? Great. So it's a photography-based Jewish curriculum. So we study the photographs of one photographer whose name is Zion Ozeri, and I'll just pass these out. Please don't put your fingers, anywhere but the edges of the pictures. We all remember back when we didn't have digital pictures, how we used to hold them. So this is a famous photographer. He's created this curriculum, and what we do is we actually look at photography as a way to learn about Jewish culture, life cycle events, and it's been a fantastic platform for us to work off of. And the other piece, so just to say, for example, as you see some of these pictures going around, like, who knew that there were Jewish gauchos, Argentinian Jewish cowboys? I didn't know, right? I learned that this year. There was all kinds of things we learned about world Jewry through his photography. And we really approach it as what's going on in this photograph? We delve into everything that we can see and everything it makes us feel. And then I give them some background for what the photographer has said about when he took these photographs. The other piece has been that the kids have been doing their own photography. So this woman here, I'm not going to bother putting stuff up, but this woman here, for anyone who can see this, her name is Shana Surik, and she's a professional photographer. She has a whole background in Jewish photography and photojournalism, and she came and spoke with us about how to do good photography. So the kids have been doing Judaica photography. They've been doing just really beautiful stuff. But they're also the theme of this is 7th grade, so it's Bar and Bat Mitzvah year for a lot of people. So the theme of our learning has been community. And what does it mean to become members of the Jewish community in a holistic way, and become members of the world community. So the kids have been taking pictures based on prompts like what community means to me. There's a lot of selfies in here. We're in the age of selfies. Like, they really want to take pictures of themselves a lot, in addition to Judaica, so you get to see a lot of my kids. But also, this is our kitchen, and so there's a lot of pictures of what happens in our Jewish community. This week we're going to go to downtown Northampton and take pictures of our larger community. And a lot of our learning has been around what happens in our synagogue outside of the walls of Alma that we might not know about. So we've been cooking for the Northampton Cot Shelter, and you'll see some pictures. These are actually pictures of the kids cooking for the Northampton Cot Shelter. We've had speakers come in to talk to us about the Bikur Cholim Committee for visiting the sick, and even in the Chevra Kadisha, folks who take care of the body when, you know, someone has passed away. All these things that you don't really know go on in the life of a Jewish community, that Bar Mitzvah year is the perfect year to come together with. And then you'll see on the farm, this is the last thing I'll show you, you'll see that the kids have also been really involved in the farm, taking food over to the food shelter, tapping a maple tree, and this is a lot of, honestly, a lot of what drives my 7th graders to come back every week is the chance that they'll get to go outside and do something outside on the farm, active. They love getting their own snack every week during the growing season. They'll just, even in the winter, they go and dig out like the oldest carrots in December that they could still find that somebody had left behind and eat that as their snack, and they feel really connected to the space that way.
Great. Thanks, Neely. So the reason why we're really thriving is because we found teachers like Neely and Julie who, in any context, are absolute all-stars. So that's our biggest challenge, and where I spend, you know, a majority of my time is finding a couple of people who can really make this happen with their passions and modeling in their own lives through their own behavior, you know, what it is we're trying to give over. So thanks everybody. I hope most of you will join us now for a short walk.